Hey guys, we're going to do a little math this morning. A couple different ways you can do this. You guys are familiar with this because these are things we do in the classroom all the time, but maybe your mom and dad don't know how we do things. So one of your activities this week is there's the picture cards you can use for counting, and we use these in school a lot. We use them different ways, but we have a blanket, we have a cat, we have a dog, we have a food dish, and we have a bandana. So when we're doing math with these, we do a couple different things. Sometimes different friends will roll dice and figure out what number they have, and then we count out that object. So if this was, if somebody had rolled 5, they would count out 5 cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one way we can do it. Sometimes when we do that, if we roll the dice and we get our 5 cats out, somebody else will roll another dice, or you could use the same dice, it doesn't really matter. You would roll it up. This person got 1, so they have 1 cat. And we would talk about who has more. Is 5 more than 1? Yes, 5 is a lot more than 1. 1 is a lot less. We could also do a little math problem here where we take the numbers and we write them on our board, and we could say 4 plus 1 is what? And one of the things I like to do when I'm counting is, not 4, 5. Is my number 4 or 5? 5. Somehow I got the wrong number there. Goodness gracious. Okay, we talk about how if I have 5 cats and I already know I have 5, I don't have to count them again. I can count on from 5. So I can go 5, 6. I now have 6 if I put them all together. If I need to, I can count those 5 again, but if I don't need to, I'm lazy and it saves me time. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I could just count on from 5, 5, 6. All right. Another way we could do this is we could say if this person rolled a 5 and this person rolled a 1, we could say I had 5 cats, 1 ran away. How many are left? And we would say 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 cats left. So those are a couple different things you can do with those. Sometimes too, for some of the older kids, we like to get really tricky. All right, so maybe I had my 5 cats and somebody else had 1 cat, and we want to figure out how many more I had than what you had. So I had 5, somebody else has 1, so I might draw it. So this is 1 cat, 2 cats, 3 cats, 4 cats, 5 cats. So this is the same. But then this one doesn't have any more, so I would know that this guy had 4 more than this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's another way we use them. We talk about how many more does he have than what I have. All right, so that's another way we can use those. So those are a couple things. If you don't have dice at home to use, you can make real simple number cards. These might be hard to see on there, but this is the number 3. You would pull a number out and you would say, okay, I have the number 3. I'm going to count out 3 puppies. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe somebody else pulls a number and they say, oh, I got the number 3 also. And they would count out their 3 puppies. And we would talk about, does somebody have more? Does somebody have less? Or do they have the same? 3 is the same as 3. All right. 3 puppies are the same as 3 puppies. All right. Nobody has more. Nobody has less. They're the same. So that's another way we can use those. So when you're using your cards at home, those are some ideas of things that you can do with the picture cards to make math problems. You can make them super hard. You can make them real basic where you're just doing some counting. Helps with number identification because you can try to figure out what number you had. You can do some subtraction. You can do comparing who has more, who has less. So those are some ideas you can use this week, parents, with your kiddos. And the boys and girls, the boys, I don't have any girls right now, but the boys should be familiar with this because this is stuff we do all the time when we're doing math. We do lots of counting, we do lots of comparing, we do some adding, we do some subtracting. If your kiddo is a younger kiddo, doesn't know their numbers yet, we just really focus a lot on what number is it, how do we count that out. As they get older, we count out more. And again, if you need any ideas, I'd be happy to give you some, but hopefully you can use your cards this week and do some math. Talk to you later. Bye.